What is up, CCD fam? Welcome to another video. In today's video we are going to be prepping the Honda again. We are going to take it to the drag strip tomorrow. It's been about a month since we've been there. We have a couple of things to sort out on the car to try and run a better time this time around, so we are going to be sorting that out today. We are going to look at the engine mountings. We are going to look at the clutch master, which is leaking again. If you guys remember, I put a new one in last year. It's leaking again, so we are going to try and rebuild it. If we can't get it rebuilt, or if we can't rebuild it ourselves, then we'll probably just put in a new one and be done with it. And the last thing, we took the car to the dyno yesterday and we made some power boys, so stay tuned for that. That'll be at the end of the video. I'll throw in those clips, but stay tuned. This car made some proper power yesterday. Gerrit did a couple of upgrades on his 2-liter 8 valve. Divan, he didn't do much. He just put a dictator in. He had a GoTech, he took that out, put a dictator in. And Raymond got some new tires for the Sentra, so he should improve as well. So everyone's improving or working on their cars, trying to improve them, and we'll see if we can run better times tomorrow. Let's get this video started. Things that we are going to be working on is the bottom two. There's one down here by the gearbox, and on the other side by the engine there's another one, and then the rear mounting that I think it mounts on the subframe, so the whole motor and everything mounts to the subframe. Those are the three that we are going to be taking out, and we are going to put Sikaflex in them to prevent them from moving back and forth. We got both the mountings off. This one is on the gearbox. This one is still fine, but we are still going to Sika it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape it in there, tape it closed, and then we'll put in Sika up in here, and then we'll leave it to dry probably overnight. It's already 3 o'clock, so we'll probably leave that overnight. And here's the one on the engine. Funny enough, when I took it out, it was already messed up, so I think it goes like that. Okay, so we got the Sika in now. I hope it's enough and fully packed. I believe so. I tried to pat it with my finger and fill it properly. This one was a bit more tricky. If you can remember, the center on this one was completely separated. So this one was a bit more tricky. I had to try and balance it on some nuts and stuff to keep the outer in the air a bit. But I believe we should be good on this one. It does not look the neatest, but it is what it is. I don't think you'll see it when it's back in the car. Hopefully not, fingers crossed.
The next day.
So the engine mountings is still wet. It's currently 1 o'clock Friday afternoon. We are leaving for the track, I think at about 4 o'clock, so we still have a couple of hours, but they are still very wet. I've got them here trying to put them in the sun so they can dry as fast as possible. They've been in the sun all morning, but they're still extremely wet. The clutch master is back in, but I can't start the car up and adjust the master because the crank sensor is off with the engine mounting. So what I'm going to do in the meantime is I'm going to swap the front and the rear tires. I've never swapped the front and the rear tires, so I've done about 8,000 kilometers or so on these tires, and these in the front has always been in the front. I felt yesterday that there's a massive difference between the front and the rear, so I am going to swap them. And once everything is done, we just came back from the dyno. We put the other 3 cars on the dyno as well. The SR20 and the 2 8 valves. I'll include their footage as well, so then you can see what power each car makes. So do stay tuned for that. if you want to see that, then you'll be able to see what power each car makes before we head to the track tonight. B20 versus 2 liter 812 on throttles. We're gonna do a rolling run. B16 versus B20. B16 next to me.
Easy roads here.
Wat sê jy gaan stil? So this is myself against one of the brand new 2022 Polo GTIs. Let's see how we fare, boys. Out on him, boys. To be honest, I didn't expect that outcome. I wish you could see the smile on my face right now. I'm super happy with the way this car is performing.